Hello, Arky. Hello, Snow. Hello, Amoru. Hello, Otter. I have been lobbed. Hello. I did work today. Also, I'm, like, up in the sky. Hello. I did work today, y'all. Genuinely. And I'm distracted and drained and, oh, it's been fun. For some reason, my throat hurts. But hello. Hello. Ugh. I hope y'all are feeling fantastic. Raiders! Cleo, could you not make it the full? Could you not make it the full? You gave up early? You're like, no, I can't milk this for 10 more minutes. Hello. Hello, Raiders. Most of you behaved today. It's been shocking. I hope you're doing well. But hi, everyone. Hello. Hello, hello. Y'all are great. My glass, like, I didn't realize my glasses were dirty till I got here. But hello, everyone. I hope you're doing well. If you've never been here before, hi. I'm Cameron JK. My pronouns are they, them. I'm a chill variety streamer focused on indie and interactive games and games you've never heard of, and also Minecraft and some more popular ones, but mostly indie games. But I like to build in weird styles that you've never seen, and we'll give a tour once I clean my glasses, since you all are new here. I also have to deal with this stuff going on, where chat can control my screen. And that is actually sideways for me. And we'll be there for a little bit. And I think Vortex is mainly doing that to check out what the new cards do. But you can see what I've done. Oh, okay. Okay, chat, here you're going to learn. You can type, hey, bub in chat, or bub, or bubby, and you get to chat and be part of the stream directly. There you go.
Hey, bub. Hey, bubba.
So everybody who says hey or bub gets to cause one of those to spawn.
Hey, bub. Hey, bub.
So I have a bunch of these little interactions. I'm trying to clean my glasses, though.
Hey, bub.
Hello.
Hey, bub.
Okay, glasses are clean, and thank you everybody for the follows. I do appreciate it.
Hey, bub.
I'm not going to stream the whole night. I don't have the energy in me to do a marathon stream or anything like that. I would lose my mind. I'll stream for a few hours though. I don't know how long. We'll see where I end up because I'm not streaming during my normal times because of Cleo's stream. Because that would be foolish. I want to be there to mod. It's a whole thing. It's only for a minute. It's only for a minute. See, there was a little timer on and everything. It's already over. I have a lot of different chat interactions that let chat do stuff. Let's jump down to my actual base really quick. I have many projects going on. So this is my base. Woo! Chat can also do that. Chat can directly play Minecraft cards, things like that. But this is my base. What? Did somebody... I think these are the ones I just left, but they made a heart. But this is my base. Let me turn off the little reference for the sphere. There we go. This is my base. Oh, do you want me to refund that for you, Snow? Or just put a reminder in the stream crafting and I'll refund it after the stream. But I do a lot of stuff with Streamloots cards, which is why you'll see everything going on here. If you've never checked out Streamloots, !loots or Streamloots in chat, we'll pop that up. But I am working on building a giant city. I do fun stuff here. Hey, hon. I hope you stretched and moved around and stuff, and I thank you for sending everybody over. I do appreciate it. Whoop! Random blank spike. Okay. I don't know why, but we are working on my base, which is this massive structure. I'm doing a giant... I have an idea, and I'm going to screw around with that tonight, because I don't feel like being too creative for a while, but I want to show everybody what I've been working on. This is my latest thing, is this building. This building right here. I absolutely love how it feels. I built everything in white, and then I will adjust them later. Yes, definitely. Get some rest on. But yeah, so this is what I've been working on, is this building here. I built everything in white, and then I'll detail it later. Like, you can see every building here is in white. Chat is spawning stars everywhere now. But if I just go in here really quick, you can see this is the building I've been working on. I've got a lower area here. I've got this area over here. This goes back to a kitchen area, which I have not worked on. I've lost my axe. That's going to happen a lot. Okay. Game is backwards. Game backward. Game backwards. This is the desk. This desk has been... These are my salmon. This is my smokes. Chat doesn't want me to be able to control myself. Anyway, these are the employees. Why am I having frame drops today? I don't know what's going on there. But these are my employees. They're vibing. I'm gonna need to adjust some of the card positioning. Could somebody who's in my Discord do me a favor and in Streamcrafting do me a favor and post that I need to move the upper ones up further. I know that sounds weird, but move the upper ones up further. Because apparently they're spawning much lower than I want them to, because I can see Hey Bub is cut off. But yeah, this is the main room I've been working on. Chad has shrunk me down. I'll be shrunk for a little bit. These are the people who work here. So they've all got their jobs. Now this one specifically here, is using mods we can lead villagers, and I have attached a lead to this villager. She cannot go to sleep. She works all the time. Edelmira is always here. Thank you for the follows. I do appreciate. Why was that one so late to go off? I may have a lag issue I need to sort out. I shall deal with that later. But basically, employees will have their own spots. I've got little rooms. I've got little walk areas off the sides. Back to normal size. There we go. So I can explore again. I got balconies. Go here. This goes up the stairs and goes to their individual rooms. Not all the rooms are meant to be visited. We got a little room here. Has its own little balcony out this side. Across the way. Giant window. Goes over to a balcony here. Which can also see this giant window that I'll have here. Thank you, Snow. Appreciate it. And then we're actually going to go the other way, because there's actually two ways you can walk in here. The other way is to go back here. Now this leads to the back room. Not meant to go in there. But you can go up these stairs. You can see over here. You're not meant to really go here yet, but that can go over that way. But we can go up here. And this is the main, like, meeting room area up here. So we've got a big view right when you enter. Put a little office area kind of around here. Meeting region over here. My bed is currently in here. And then on this side... This is something I was talking about, Cold. I want there to be 2 or 3... I think 2 would work best. Do villagers that are awake for 12 hours, and then do villagers that are asleep for 12 or that are asleep for those same 12 hours. So you would just have them cycle and make it like a 50-50 chance for what one is born, and then you could have them share the same workbench and like actually swap shops and stuff. I think would be really cool. Like if they actually had shifts, I think would just be wonderful. And this is a little library section I've done. We've got our enchanter there. We go in here and we get another room, which I did add a glass dome for anybody who hadn't seen it. We added a glass dome here. It's just a basic one. I don't know exactly what I want to do with it, but I got that for now. I think I'm like it's white stained glass for now, but I was mainly doing it because I got tired of it raining in there. Still don't know what I'm gonna do here. But that's that one section. We've got a couple buildings here, but if we go over here, I did start to color this area. And we have a mod in here that allows us to generate particles for people on the server. I try to not add too many mods that change the gameplay, but I do ones that help assist creativity. And having control over particles is a big one. So this area at night will spawn a whole bunch of fireflies, which I think looks lovely. And those just stay in this. Which mods am I using besides the map? So there are actually a lot of client-side ones for visual stuff. But the main ones that are doing anything on the server is going to be Crazy Painting, which allows you to make your own little paintings. And then we have a beacon boost one, and beacons can go through blocks. I don't remember the name of the one for beacons go through blocks. But that beacon can go up and pierces through everything. And the beacon beam can have increased range, which this beacon's just for show. There's one up there that is made and has a netherite base, and that one allows the beacons to the more better blocks you have, the further the beacon beam can go. So you can see that one beacon, and you can see in the upper right my status effects. If I go, I should have power for this beacon all the way to here, all the way to that pillar. So like that, this is still that beacon right there. You can't see because there's a block of the way. There's a beacon beam right here though, and that beacon beam is actually affecting me all the way over here. And we also have waystones for the sake of the server to make it more fun for people. A lot of the changes that are done to the server are actually crafting recipes to just make things easier to farm. But like I can use this to go to my storage. Oh, and we also have Armor Poser. Because I love Armor Poser. Most of what I'm using Armor Poser for right now in my base is for this. So this is my storage room. We do have Z fighting issues I need to sort out, but this is my storage room, right? So every single one of these are actually chests. Makes sense since we have magic redstone lights, which was the biggest limiter working through the night. Yeah, having the ability to time the day-night sensors would work really well. And then you do day-night sensors, and when that toggles over. Yeah, that would do a lot. But yeah, most of the mods are cosmetic. We do have some resource pack stuff going on. And a data pack that lets you have a fox as a pet, which you have been nudged. Has Mari been bullying you? Mari, have you been bullying Tonberry? But everything I add to this, I've been trying to add in a way that doesn't feel out of place or fits right in with Minecraft. If I go here really quick, I can show y'all one of my favorites. This is probably a mess right now. Yeah, which is this right here. So this is a torch flower on a stick. With it, I can do this! I can ride a sniffer. And it doesn't have to be the small one. I can ride the big ones too. But I can ride sniffers. Can this be in the main game, please? I don't have to go fast. I just want to ride a sniffer. And I think they should get saddles, and the saddles should just be carpets. I'm just saying. I love sniffers a lot, okay? They're my favorite mob. But yeah, no, I build in white concrete because I like to lean into the shadows and shapes that you can do with just the shapes of the blocks rather than actually doing other things. So I'm trying to get this vibe of a city, and I'll do basic passes, and then I'll go back through and do heavy passes. I just got really inspired to work on the Adventurers Guild kind of setup here. But I'm trying to create what feels like a adventure map. Right, so if I go here, go whoop. This is the entrance to my base. And when you enter here, it plays Creator, music box version. I love how this sky looks. Can we just take a moment to appreciate the roof of this building? Thank you for the follows again. But like, I love this. This makes me happy. I am working on doing a void floor here. I've only done a few layers. You can see I started the next one. I've got a few more layers to go, but... I can understand certain animals not being rideable. There are certain animals I can understand not being rideable. Like, some of them make sense to me. Like, I wouldn't expect you to be able to ride a chicken. Right? Yeah. I wouldn't expect you to be able to ride a chicken. I wouldn't expect you to be able to ride, like, hostile mobs. Or upright creatures and things like that. Like, I wouldn't expect the warden. But ones that seem passive or friendly to you, like the sniffer. Even if you couldn't steer the sniffer, I think you should just be able to put a carpet on the sniffer and ride on the sniffer. Like, you should just be able to chill on the sniffer's back, right? Like, just let you sit there. Yeah, llamas are an interesting one, though. Llamas are stubborn, so I can see why you can't. But yeah, I've got them on a lead, so they can't leave. There's also a mod on the server that's unbreaking leads, but it definitely doesn't work. Oh, my room is this way. Go up here. Go up here. The sun is rising. I don't think I'll be able to sleep, but we'll speed it up a little bit. One we do have is, I think it's Sleep Warp is the name of the mod. It actually, instead of skipping the night, fast forwards it. Yeah, so we barely got any time there. But it actually fast forwards the time of day. But you can see, my base is kind of big. No, this isn't stock. This is lightly mod. I say lightly modded. This is modded. There are things that are not vanilla. Like, I'm also using client-side mods to make it look prettier. Like, I have better shaders and stuff. So the lighting is a lot. Like, if I go like this, I think we'll go... This is normal Minecraft appearance visuals. It's just it's a bit less exciting. So I have my shaders on. They're not on very high settings, but they're enough that it feels special. Though I will say they are adding better lighting into it, Clifton. They're adding better lighting into the main game, but they're rewriting it out of. They're changing from OpenGL to Vulkan, which is a huge kind of shift, which should allow for more stuff to work. But yeah, you can see I've been busy with my base. Let's go, actually, if I go... I'm going to go to my storage just so I can get to this, and then we're going to go to the Bridge to Nowhere. This is the Bridge to Nowhere. It literally goes to nowhere. But the point of it is that if I go to my base, so if we go... Where are we at? Rail exit. This is the rail exit, which is down here. But this is right where that road is. So if I'm in the base and I'm like over here, when we eventually have houses over here, because there are some houses sketched out. So there's going to be houses in these sections, right? And I want a bridge that looks like it goes on forever coming off of it. And that'll be a thing. Each one of these sections is going to have towers. It's a lot of planning and then modifying, but I like having a forever world idea where it's like, I'm never going to finish this. Because I don't want to finish it. I want it to be too much, right? I want it to be too much so that way I can continuously find new things and do new ideas and never run out of space. Ow, rude. If you've not checked in, y'all should check in. You have a chance to slap me. It'll track that on the timer. Or you'll pet Mari. Mari is my TTS pet up by my head. Also, all of you are those little cowbears at the bottom. Oh, but okay, so I didn't run over this for the people who have been here before. I wanted to talk about this. So I added a new thing. All of the base cards that have the new art that has been done by Vortex, all that wonderful new art. If you've seen that, all of those cards that exist, right? When you play them, it will now put the art up in the sky behind me or up above the screen. And when those wear off, that means it can be played again. So if you see it on the screen, you can't play the card. But if it's not on the screen, it is a playable card. So the special effects, the things like that that were going on the camera, those are now visual indicators that a card is still there. I do need to add it for the Minecraft stuff, but we don't have custom art for those at this point in time. But you can see, we do have the lovely, lovely cherry blossom effect that just got redeemed by Otter. But yeah, you can see there are, like, you have the ability to affect my games, which is one of the big things I'm really proud of. I'm going slightly faster than the blossoms, but... But the current project is an idea that I had while I was hanging out with Elusives in the Discord during Anime Night. I want to do... And this is one of those, I really shouldn't do this as a project, but it's something I can jump to when my ADHD tells me to. So I am going to be creating a bunch of circles in the sky. Like a ton of them. So you can see the preview of the one there. And I am working on the sphere as well. I like jumping between projects. It's very rare that you'll ever see me actually finish one. It's not that I don't want to finish it, but it's that there is just a lot that I have that I want to do. And jumping around is all well and good as long as I'm getting the stuff done. I have an infinite glass machine, so glass is whatever. So you may see me break some blocks and get mad at me, but I promise it's fine. Do I have soak touch on this axe? I do. We can just use the axe. But yeah, so my main project right now has just been do that. Go there. And we are simply making sure to stay on the inside of this every time. And placing a circle. And then we will move over a bit and we will place another circle. And we'll move over a bit and we will place another circle. But the idea is we're going to create a whole bunch of magic circles up here. Because if you saw in the entrance area, we had a giant circle there. Boop, boop, boop. Hey JS, how's it going? Do do do. Do 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 do. All good, Otter. Take care. Obviously, take care of yourself first and foremost. You know. Got chill vibe music tonight. We're just gonna relax, do our own thing. Place down glass for now, because that's all I really want to do. And put. Also, I apologize I didn't greet everybody during the check-ins. There was a lot of them. And I definitely was going to miss a handful. But I do appreciate all the check-ins. And I do see all of them. I think it's one of those things where I've talked about this before. Like, I have very bad depression issues and stress about a lot of things. But when I see the check-ins from people, and I see people with, like, their giant watch streaks and things like that, like yesterday, we had a 245 watt streak and a 270 watt streak. If y'all didn't like me, that wouldn't happen. You know what I mean? Like, that is a surreal number of streams watched. And it's just like, okay, cool. Kind of a dopamine hit, but I think the thing for me is more that I can't... My depression can't argue with me that people don't like me when there's a hard number to accompany it. Yeah, I've heard that's happened to a few people, sadly, Otter. Like, there we go. Watch streak of 125. Thank you, Sharon. Boop, 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 boop. Exactly, yeah. It leaves a lot less room for the brain to go, no, 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 no. It's like, no, I'm good. Oh, we also have item magnets on the server. Basically, the idea of a lot of the data packs and mods that are on the server is I want people to be able to build in their own way. Like, you can probably see that these are two different colors here. We have a data pack that allows you on the server to craft light blocks. So you can make your own light block. You don't have to place torches everywhere. You can do low-level lighting in sections to make sure you can light up an area without getting attacked by mobs, but you don't have to sacrifice it by figuring out where can I shove a light. You can just go, okay, I don't want to light it up too much. I'll do a low-level light block, place that in. I'm using it to create a glow effect on glass. Yeah. The only thing I don't like is creative mode lights actually allow you to toggle it between soul torch and regular light, and that is not an option with the data pack. And I don't know what to do there. Hey, boy. Do 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 do. Oop. There. Okay. My inner question is going to be, do I leave this as... Like, I'm going to jump down after this and look at it from below. And I'm wondering if the outer band of this circle should maybe be 2 thick instead of only 1. So there may be an adjustment period where I have to replace the ones I'm breaking, but that's not a huge problem. The main thing is I want to get this shape going, right? Oh, also, you can see the outline of my base with torches. I did light it up manually, so you can see this lit area. Thanks to Voxy, you can see where I've outlined my base. It goes to all these pillars. Each of those pillars actually does have a beacon under it as well. But Voxy doesn't render beacons, and that makes me sad. And I really hope Voxy, at some point, will render beacons. At least as a toggleable option. That was weird. Do. So I'm going to ask some of y'all, because I know a good chunk of y'all were hanging out at Cleo's for most of the stream. What was your favorite part of Cleo's stream today? Because I was there for all of it but one section. All of it but the Vampires Watch Party moment, because I was tired. And I figured Cleo would be able to handle anything during that. No. Ba ba ba. Ba ba ba. Do-do-do, 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 do-do-do. Okay, I need a little more energy in my song. Is all of it a valid answer? No, because I said favorite part. And that is clearly not a part. Call of the Elder Gods, I really look forward to playing more of it. I did my best to not pay attention to the ending puzzles, though. Because, whew. What do I want to listen to? Oh, that's a blast from the past. Let's go. Raconteurs. But yeah, Call of the Elder Gods is a wonderful, wonderful game. Like, that studio has... This is a third fantastic game that they've done. I mean... Spanish studio is where I'm at. Spanish studio trying to make a story that covers 2 countries that neither of which are Spain. You're gonna get some oddities. Do. I actually had somebody who I thought was gonna be... So this is a TikTok comment I was dealing with today. I had somebody who I thought was gonna be like really disrespectful in a conversation, but they ended up actually like stepping back going, yeah, I exaggerated a bit with what I was saying, and I probably shouldn't have. But basically, somebody was talking about, somebody did a post saying that was claiming that there's no indie game no indie game is actually that good, blah, 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 which is clearly wrong. Indie games are amazing and fantastic and wonderful in so many ways, right? Indie games are literally the best games. And person was going through all of it. And somebody had said that you had me until you said Undertale. And somebody had replied just going, yeah, Undertale's the most overrated game of all time. And I just went, you do realize your videos on your account are you playing Call of Duty. And they just went, yeah, but Call of Duty gets a lot of negative reviews nowadays. And it's like, you said most and of all time. It doesn't matter when we're talking. And they go, yeah, I probably shouldn't have said that much, but I'm not really a big fan of Undertale. I go, that's perfectly fine that you don't like Undertale. I also think Undertale is overrated. I don't think it's bad, but I think it's overrated. But, like, and I even went, like, but there's nothing wrong with a game being overrated, really, either. I play Minecraft. That's definitely up there on the list of overrated games. I don't even consider Minecraft a game. It's just like, my favorite game does not get a lot of love. My favorite game of all time is Katamari Damacy. It does not get a lot of love. I'm fully aware. Like, not every game is gonna get a lot of love. It's fine. Okay, let's see if this actually looks how I want it to. I gotta go way down. Wrong one. There we go. I gotta go way down here. By the way, I love this angle. It may seem weird, but I love this angle here. Because I can do shots like this. So, the single thickness of glass isn't bad. I could make it too thick. But if I make it too thick and I do some smaller circles in places, those would have to be one thick. They are, which is one of my flags. I technically have, I guess, 4 flags. Excluding the, like, general pride flags. Non-binary. Bisexual. Nebulous. Wait. See, I always... Oh, and then the trans flag. Because non-binary is trans. So 4. I got 4. I got 4. As a general thing, though, Otter, and this is something I try to explain to people who may not be aware of this. The abbreviation for NB as a non-binary is ENBY, not NB. NB has a different has a different meaning behind it. That came first, so.
Starry_boy just purchased 5 Minecraft packs.
Thank you, boy. I appreciate it. I really do appreciate it. But yeah, I think I want to... Do I want to make that thicker? This is the thing. I don't know if I want to make that thicker. I feel like I should. I feel like it would be more impactful if at least the giant one in the center was thicker. So I think we're going to go with that. So I'm going to go from here. We're going to go back to our storage. From storage, we're going to go to overlook. And then I'm going to go here and enable that. That's all good. I'm not complaining. I'm just letting you know. Okay, so if we shrink it by 1, that does look like that will fill the entire center section. So let's go with that. Woo! I had another lag spike. I think the lag spikes are literally I need to reboot. Transgender fluid asymbiont. Yeah. It's one of those things when it comes to pride flags that finding the right one for you can take a lot of work. It took me a long... I mean, it's a newer flag, but Nebulous was the one that finally resonated with me, which is one that was created by a wonderful artist by the name of Jaws Stone. It's Jaws-Stone. I believe it's the same name here on Twitch if you care to follow them. But basically, their art is just absolutely wonderful. But they created a pride flag that was for the idea of not really liking gender as a thing, but gender being a thing and feeling wishy-washy and kind of gross about it. And that's where I'm at. I don't like gender. I feel like I have a gender, but I don't like gender. Gender is... But I also don't think anybody should be forced into a position where they feel they have to define themselves with a gender, right? And it would be a subset of non-binary, which is why I use that one as well. But I've shared the nebulous flag with people and Jaw's story about why they created it, and it's resonated with a lot of people. And I'm really I think there's nothing better than people being able to finally resonate with something, you know, and finally finding their finding one that speaks to them. Uh-oh, I'm running out of my purple. I'm running out of my purple stained glass. I'm gonna need more cornflowers. Boop, boop, boop. Right, it's cornflowers. Cornflowers are blue dye. And there's not a flower that does purple dye. Oh, I need to just go to my storage. Whoop. I always forget dyes. I think we need to go to old storage. I've got red. But yeah, I don't think I have any... Oh, I have a couple cornflower. I have... Okay, cool. I have what I need. I know what you're thinking. 4? How is 4 what you need? So, this is where I talk about there are little, there are some packs in here, right, that are not necessarily vanilla, but they should be. And this is a one that was created by, Shinike and Mr. Bisco that I'm about to show off. I'm just going to throw these in here really quick for my bone meal. So, cornflower, right? Cornflower. 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 So now we have 4. Now what I can do, I'm just going to take about that many, and then we can go... Oh, is it not working? Are we not going to work? You're supposed to have... Oh, wait. No, I remember what it is. So what we do, we can just take 1, and then we do... that. Do I have... I should be able to, if I'm right. I'm going to break that. Have a good one, Otter. We're going to do that. I am going to take this. That has nothing to hit right now. We're going to do this, and then I'm just going to go boop. Really? So it apparently can't do... Because of the side it's on. It's only able to hit the dead center. So it can't actually hit that, because it's not in the line. That's interesting. What if I put it here? Okay, that one's centered. So what we're going to do is we're going to break this. That's a really interesting little thing. I'm going to break that. I'm going to place it here. No? It can only do it if there's 2. Or is it a distance thing? I'm curious about this, so we are going to do a little bit of testing. Well, this should be right here, and then we're going to do that. Right, that would definitely be hitting it. If the position is right, that's definitely hitting it. Does that really not power that? Really? Okay. Minecraft is weird. Okay, does this work? It has to be 2. That's so weird. I guess because this isn't the modded block, this is the modded block, and the modded block can be bone mealed, but... like, I'm still doubling it. The other option, though, and then this is something that we added for data pack's sake. If we go... do I have... I don't know if I have any on me. Wait. I already have a bunch of purple dye. I'm doing work I don't need to do. That's awesome. Barrel, barrel, barrel. Okay, so... let's do 3 stacks probably, and then we're gonna go back to our storage. We have our glass maker here, which apparently has not been running very much. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Dun, 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 dun. The situation. How did I end up with like 4 extras? What? Okay. One of those must not have been a full stack. That's full. That's full. Is my... why do I not have... what happened? Did I run out of fuel? So I have a glass smelter. I don't remember where I crammed it though. I think it's this. This is my glass smelter right here. There's sand in it. What happened? Did it get locked? It must be out of fuel, right? It is in fact out of fuel. It became backed up with sticks and whatnot. There it goes. I knew that could happen. I just don't want to deal with it, to be honest. So we have bonsai pots in this to make getting some resources a little bit nicer, and yeah. They back up sometimes if I do things wrong. And we have copper hoppers. That is one I forgot to mention. We do have copper hoppers. Just so people don't have to do giant redstone contraptions in order to make a sorting system in their base, because having a bunch of those around the base, nobody wants. I listened to the Raconteurs so much when they were new. I love Jack White's music. Do 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 do. Okay. But yeah, I think having, like, I'm just gonna use free cam to do this, but if I go down here now, right? And we take a look up at this. I don't know why I'm having those lag spikes. I'd like them to stop, though. That, yeah, no, I like that. It'll be more interesting as well when I light these up. It's getting on. The constant buzzing in my ears. Constitution is going on. And I'm bored to tears. I'm bored to tears, yeah. I'm bored to tears, yeah. Meow. Anyone else here an anime nerd other than the people that I already know are in the Discord? Because I have been watching I have a favorite anime right now. And it is on season 2, and I am enjoying it so much. Like, I love it. But Wistoria, it's called Wistoria. It is a magic school where one character does not have any magical affinity whatsoever. But, like, everybody has magical affinity except for the dwarves in this universe. So, it's just, he's there, and he's passing by getting, like, bonus credits from hunting monsters in dungeons and doing special tasks and whatnot. But he's... It's really fun. I feel like the best way to describe it is kind of like a My Hero Academia vibe, but with magic. And I'm enjoying it a lot. I don't really get into shonen anime. And I wouldn't... I guess this would qualify as a shonen anime, but it doesn't feel like one. Yeah, like it's a similar premise to the My Hero Academia premise, right? But it's not superheroes; it's magic. The villains are very My Hero Academia coded. I will say that much. Like, one of them happens to be a purple gas floating out of the neck of a character, but they cannot speak. They can only talk by writing spells to speak. But yeah, no, some of it's a little bit of a... I can see My Hero may have had some influence, but other times it's possible it didn't have any influence and it's just coincidence. I'm not sure where this one falls on it, but I have been enjoying it a lot. It does really good swaps between 3D and 2D. Like, it really only does 3D when it's doing the fight scenes. And it handles it really nicely. But would recommend Wistoria. I'm also watching one, I can't remember the name exactly, but it's something like My Fiancé Has Delusions. That it's like documenting my fiance's obsession with being a villainess. I love isekai, and I stand by the rule that the longer the title of an anime is, the more I'll enjoy it. Some kind of older, highly respected magic user helping this not... No, 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 no. Everybody knows they have no magic. Everybody is fully aware they have no magic. Some people are very pissed off that they have no magic and wondering why they're even allowed to be there. And it is at least in this one. It's very well known they have no magic. So it's not that on the nose with like the My Hero plot. But no, I mean this seriously. The more information you can gloss from the title of an anime, the better of a time you're probably going to have if you enjoy campy stuff. Though I do think some of them really, really poorly name themselves. One I would like to mention that I think, I really enjoy the anime, but I think it is extremely poorly named, is it wrong to try and pick up girls in a dungeon? That has nothing to do with the plot, and there's no trying to pick up girls in a dungeon type thing going on. He has a crush specifically on one character, and he's not going to try and pursue it. I don't know why it's called that. I hate that it's called that. Like, it's a really, really, really bad name for it. Great anime. Horrible name. It is about dungeon diving. It's the Tower of Babel was built, and as they built up, it also went down. And as you go deeper, more and more creatures come through. And the gods have come down to Earth, and they have challenges, and they have their own infighting going on back on Earth. And if they die on Earth, they can never return to Earth, kind of thing going on. And they have their own little, like, guilds themselves. It's good. But the title, horrible. Another really good one, though, that has an extremely long name is, I hate getting hurt, so I maxed out my defense, and now... What? I need to get the full name. Because it's a really over-the-top name. Quiet phone! I picked up my phone and it alerted me like 5,000 times. I don't want to get hurt, so I'll max out my defense, is the name. And it's just, playing a VR game, MMO with friends, and breaking the whole game because she won't put any stats in anything other than defense. And the game does not know how to handle it. But it's just super cozy vibes the whole time, and I don't know. I love video game isekais. One of my favorite things about isekais is usually they are video game worlds, so I like seeing the way they handle these different video game worlds. And I know it's kind of like, well, why does it need to be an isekai? And some of them don't. There's a handful of them that I've watched where it's like, you didn't need to make this an isekai. There's been like 2 moments where you kind of referenced your old life. And that's it. Like, you did not need to make this an isekai. Where you take, like, the flip side of, like, Overlord, where it's all about somebody pretending to be the character they were in the game because the game world became real and all the NPCs respect that version. And it's one of those, if I don't act like the person they think I am, they'll kill me. Like, that's a valid one. But when you have somebody who's reborn, has all their memories, and then those memories don't apply whatsoever, like, why even have the isekai aspect? Why is that here? And I run into that a lot, where it's just like, you don't need to have everything be an isekai. It doesn't always help things. Okay, so we've got that ring. Now what I want to do is I'm going to go down here. You get to my storage room. Just further down. Picking up too much speed! Have a good night, Sherlock. I need my lights. Where are my lights? I know I have lights in one of these. Lights? Do I not have any lights in any of these? Surely I have lights in one of these. I mean, I can make more, but I'm pretty sure I just have a bunch. There we go. I don't think that's enough of them, but I'm like, I knew I had them. So this isn't a perfect lighting method because it does lose a little... Like, it's not going to be as bright as the dome because I'm going to put the lights on top. Putting the lights on the bottom technically would work, but the amount of effort it would take for me to place that in survival would mean I'd have to build this ring. I'd have to build a ring, place all the lights, and then build the ring again. But I can't place those blocks directly on this, so I would need to build 2 rings, place the lights between them. I'm not doing that. So... But I don't mind doing this. Because it might make it do better even if it's intimate. Yeah, I mean... Yeah. I just think it's one of those things where... It doesn't add to the story, and it's not necessary, because there are plenty of successful ones that don't do that. Right? Like, yeah, it's trendy, but it's like, I think the big thing, and what's happening with a lot of anime, right, is I think they buy anime, and a lot of the isekai anime ends up in this because they're light novels that aren't actually, like, fully realized. And they will make a light novel, and then they will have a show that they're behind schedule on and won't be releasing for another season. So they end up putting money in, and they get a new... They get a new show. They just find whatever show is selling well. And it's usually amateur authors who don't have much to their name. And they're like, yeah, no, that'd be fantastic. I would love to have an anime of my thing, right? That's a big step that happens. But the author is probably a new author who hasn't done anything before. And if they haven't done anything before... their story may have done the first thing they wanted to do and not thought about, actually, do I need this trade, and gone back over it and go, you know what, that doesn't matter, I don't need to do this bit. Especially newer authors, the hardest part, new artists in general, the hardest part of creating, I think, is being willing to destroy what you've made. Like, be willing to murder your character, you know? Be willing to let them die, because... holding on to that character can be the problem. So even if it's just like a thing that they had started it on, or maybe it was kind of a self-insert character, and they want themselves to be able to go there. They don't want to get rid of that one connecting string, right? Yeah, kill your darlings. It's just like you have to be willing to let the characters die, because if you don't let them die, well, then the story may never improve. Okay, so I actually didn't get as far as I thought I would here. I'm going to go back into the storage. I'm going to throw my purple glass in here. That's a good chunk of it. It's not all of it, but do we have more space? We do. I can just throw more in here. Okay. I need to make more of those lamps. The recipe for the lamps is 5. That's 10. That'll give me 2 stacks of lamps. That'll give me 3. That'll give me 4. I do not have enough for 5 in there, but if I go up here... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Welcome back. 1, 2, 3, 4... I'm gonna take the stack down, and I'll craft them down below. Go to the old storage. Okay, I need to turn this. It didn't work in the other direction anyway. Realize that you're not so tough. Okay, go back over here. This is technically working. It doesn't feel like it's working, but I promise it's working. I'm gonna throw that all in there for now, and we're just gonna hold right click. Strobe light! It's not the most exciting thing. Ugh. But it works. I wish the bone meal would flip it off, because the bone meal doesn't flip it off if I use bone meal directly on it, right? I'm not. No, it does the same thing. Ah! When did you log on? It's fine. I just need I just need lights. I don't mind doing this every once in a while. I just wish it would auto go. It's too bad I can't like put a block placer with it and make the block placer do work. Ugh. Freely. Okay, I got the 5 stacks I was after. And then I'm gonna turn these into ingots. Turn that off. Go over here. Grab more glass. Whoop. Did it do? Okay, grab that, go here. Do do do. Do do. Ah. Huh. I'm exhausted from today as well. Just so this is the thing. I like y'all dealt with me on Cleo stream modding for the whole thing, right? I'm dyslexic. You know how draining it is to read that, especially when I was the only mod for over half of it? Holy. Draining. If I have to see one more person try and ask about Cleo's couch, I'm gonna lose it. There were no bans today, or timeouts. Just a handful of deleted messages. That was nice. Let me know. I'm holding my shoulder down. But I do not let go. Do not let go. We is killing the Enderman. We is hostile. The one thing that's going to be a bit weird with my base, I think, is going to be rainstorms. So I'm just going to have to make sure I have a lot of like good overhangs. Because I want to do these rings, but they will block, like, they're going to block rain, right? So I'm going to have to make sure a lot of the areas have good overhangs, so there's only bits that would get through anyway. Especially because I have particle rain, where the rain is going to come in from an angle. Oh, I'm glad I was holding shift. Oh. Mello tried to salmon me to death. For those who don't know, that is one of the only things that actually summons something in the game. It summons 10 salmon to fall directly on my head. They are coded to not have any drops, though, so I can't use them to, like, farm food or anything. But, oh. Do, 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 do. Okay. I really appreciate the light block as a thing. I think it's a actually really good addition to Minecraft overall that I don't think gets enough love. And I think it's because adventure maps kind of died down, right? Like, adventure maps were going to be the main source of people using this, and we don't really see adventure maps like we used to. It used to be every Minecraft YouTuber was doing an adventure map, like, all the time. Especially, like, Yogscast. I watched so many adventure maps from them. Bow, bow, bow. Oh. Barrel, barrel, rubber. Yeah, usually the lag issues I'm having is related to, like, a mod not being fully updated for whatever version I'm currently running. So I'm assuming that's where those occasional lag spikes are coming from. Probably something like Voxy. Just be like, yeah, no, we don't know. The server is, so to be clear, this is a semi-public Minecraft server that is available to anybody who has subscribed to my Streamloots. I do Streamloots subs for it because it means they're very unlikely to be gifted a sub without like being somebody who's actively using it. Which means that if you ever want to play this and the mod pack is available to download in my Discord, all you got to do is sub to the Streamloots account. I love the thunderstorm. Sorry, I've been doing a lot of like little changes to my overlay, and now I'm thinking about the fact that I changed out the. We used to have a sound bite that would play. If you've been in Cleo streams, you may have heard it, the balloon pop. We used to use that when I'd get any support via Throne. And I've changed that out for a handful of random thunder sounds I have. And it'll actually make my overlay start raining. Which I thought was a nice way to do it without jump scaring the hell out of people. I do need to work on other ones though, because apparently the 10 Minecraft one jump scares me. I'm going to tell it again. Try to tell the tale, not one of them knows the end. Okay, so did I circle the whole thing? I feel like I missed some on this corner. I think we got back to the beginning where I originally started doing this, but I think there's a gap. South Carolina held a boy the age of 10. His older brother Billy and his mother and her boyfriend. With the 2 tattoos and it given to him when he was young. He'll lose, thank God he didn't own a gun. Oh, going through one of the complete the monument maps. I never did those because I was never really interested in the survival aspect of it. Or was it actually a full-on puzzle map? I know a lot of Cleo stuff was complete the monument, though, for a while. Do, do, do. Do 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 do. Oh. I originally found out about Cleo through a really shitty podcast first episode where they trash talked Cleo and one of their friends on it. And I'm like, well, I'm done watching this channel and I'm going to check out the people they trash talked. Like, that was legit, like, how I found Cleo's stuff, was somebody basically saying, yeah, no, they're not good enough. Was somebody saying that Cleo, like, no, they're not good enough, like, well, now I'm curious. Man, do it every morning at 9. I'm kind of amazed at how many of these I've placed, because it doesn't feel like I placed this much glass. Yep, I know exactly what creator you're talking about, Gold. Starts with a V? Yeah, I know. I know. I know. is all about. You was causing no drama. This is a lot more spots than I realized. Oh, filled with money. There we go. That should be all of it lit now. Whee! La 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 la, yeah. La 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 la, la 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 la, yeah. La 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 la, la 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 la, yeah. La la la, la la la. La 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 la, yeah. Okay, now I just need it to be nighttime. I got a ways to go. But that should be fully illuminated now. It's got some weird lighting things going on, but that should be fully illuminated. Hopefully this does what I want it to do. Hi, BB. Hi, buddy. Hello. BB says hello, everyone. Hello, BB. Not the tail. Going as the milkman. Hi, buddy. Hi. Are you cuddly? BB is now resting his head on my hand. I have lost my left hand. I don't know what to do, everybody. I'm trapped here forever. I cannot leave. Whatever will I do? Whatever will I do? BB, you're so cute. So cute! What was it? Oh, you're so cute! But yeah, I love this that I've got set up, right? I can trade with them. They don't have good trades. They don't like me. Because I've committed murders. Some of them are fine. Other ones not so much. I don't actually know how to fix this. Can you make them not angry after a trade? I don't actually know how to, like, fix this. Either way, they're unhappy with me. If you trade with them more, they get less angry. Fair. It's expensive, though. Eat that, peep that. I'm a one to keep. I could get glass, I guess. Like, I don't need the glass, but I can get some glass. Oh, I am low on emeralds. Let me look at that again. You got any, like, non-crappy trades? Books. 10 books for an emerald. The only one that's actually decent is the glass one. I gotta go with that one. It's fine. I don't really need the emeralds, but I still hate it. Okay, you reset. Kind of. Okay, now you're a master. What did you get? Smite and name tags. Yeah, your deals are better now. Hello. Thank you. I appreciate that. Oh, there you are. Andreas! Andreas, your trades suck. Yours are actually really bad. I'm okay with the rest of these. I don't even know if I want to fix yours. I just do one trade. Will you feel better? Doing another one. Andreas is angry. Good now? Andreas! Please. Okay, I fixed Andreas. Yours are a lot, though, still. Why? Why? Like, that one is marked up so much. Yours went back up. Why are you mad at me? They're all so angry. What do you mean 64 books? 64 emeralds and a book. I don't know if they're gonna get better. They don't want to get better. Like, she is not happy with me. Gonna throw that in there. Oh, I can check now. Adventurers Guild. Out the door. Yeah, look at that. So now, like, it's not the final design of it, but now we've got another ring on top, and that kind of mimics this one. Right, I need to make more of these to do this right, but we've now got that, and that's illuminated. So, like, when I'm down here, I can see it very clearly. And I'm going to do a bunch of those in different spots, is the idea. Touch, touch, touch. I could be your crush, 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 crush. Okay. We're going to go storage. What do I want to say? Oh, I got a little more here. I need, for my own sanity, I'm going to grab... Actually, I think I need quite a few. So I'm going to do this. Because we noticed I was running out of fuel in the furnace, right? And that furnace is only going to take cherry logs. And then that can only take cherry logs. But over here, yeah. There we go. And the logs will refill themselves, but I need to make sure that this stays with cherry logs in it, and stacking it up once should make it fine. It's actually going through it a lot faster than I figured it would. a little confused by that part. Wishful drinking. It's gonna take from the first stack before it takes from any of the others, so I'm going to go like this. That way, hopefully that'll fill up more before this gets through these. Down, 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 wishful drinking. Don't want it to stop. Yeah, this'll fill up with cherry logs, and then I'll go back to normal. But that one needs to fill up. I now need my purple glass. Okay, so we need to go to the overlook again. We're gonna go up. Now, I didn't have a math function that I used for this. This just kind of worked out. But what we're gonna do here... I've forgotten her original YouTube name. Like, she's Tessa Violet now, but I forgot the name of her old account. But I'm shocked you recognized it, Cole. Okay. So what I need to do now, I'm going to enable these shapes again. Right, and we've got our circle, but this time I'm going to shrink this way down. $60? Do I want 60? Do. There we go. So what are we looking at here? If I do this, yeah, that's not nearly small enough, right? So we need... maybe there? And then that gives it a 1 wide gap. I think I want 2 wide gap. Right, and then this one will have its diamond going here. And then the other there. Let's go a little bit smaller. Not a lot. Do a 15. I'm glad that... it's one of those things where I'm glad to see people who were YouTube creators for a long time that had a lot of heart in their work to finally have that moment of getting, like, getting their dreams. Like, she's signed now, she's doing world tours. Take me, I think I'm going crazy, and that's true, but maybe I'm not over you. Baby, I'm not over you. Ooh, ooh. So much. Okay. Now we need to go around and we need to remove the extra. Maybe I'm not over you. No, I've actually got a Tessa Violet vinyl. I ended up getting really into her music right around the time COVID started. I actually got really into her music. A little bit before, I want to say. Whenever Crush released. Whenever Crush released, it was in my recommendations. I listened, I'm like, oh, I like this vibe a lot. Might be a little bit before COVID. It's just such a good vibe, you know? Not over you. There we go. Oh, by the way, everybody, I am trying to... I'm lower energy tonight because it's late and I've already been doing stuff and it's after my normal times. But, I really do want to try and... this was suggested and I think it's a good suggestion. I need to set up days that are really focused on being a bullying stream. So if you ever have any ideas for streams that would be... or games that I should play that would be really good for... I'm not letting go crash. Games that would be really good for Streamloots cards, please let me know. I'm always looking for them. Like, racing games are always good, and I think lighthearted combat ones are also good games for it. Minecraft, they're fun, like having special ones, and I'd love to make more Minecraft cards if we can think of them. But I don't have those ideas, like, right offhand, you know? Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Am I going the right way? That is a lot more clicks than I realized. This build tool is my hero, though, for doing stuff like this. I'm glad I convinced myself that, no, I need to add this. Because one of the big things with a lot of what I'm doing involves a lot of circles and curves. And if I did not allow myself this grace, I would be using a website and then going back and forth. This just puts it in the world for me. I like the idea of you. And I know, I'm bringing this up just as a thing. I know that, that Vortex is, apparently working on Minecraft cards. So those will also get, their own beautiful artwork. But I don't know the overall, like, rate of that. One of the things I need to sort out, I think, with my cards is it's grabbing the card art. And I think the card art, obnoxiously, on Streamloots, it's very big. which on its own doesn't sound like much, but if I'm leaving them on the screen, no, they're resized. They're not big. It's okay. I was afraid they were really big and that might be related to me losing some frames, but no. But yeah, I think I'm gonna overwhelm my brain working on doing these circles, but I think they'll be worth it. This is kind of the thing. Like, a lot of the things I want to make, I think it'll be worth it long term, right? Like, it's going to take me a while to do them, but some days I'll just be in a vibe to place down a whole bunch of them or work on a bunch of them and whatnot. These are just more of a situation of I have to line each one up one by one. That can make it a little tedious, but I just wish stuff like this was, like, had a faster way. Which I think, in theory, doing this, maybe a happy gas would be faster. I really do need to get in the habit of driving the happy gas around to see how it feels, because I've never adapted to it. I'm also gonna have to figure out runes to put in these. I'm just gonna look at the Minecraft font and pick random Minecraft letters from the Galactic Alphabet, right? And we'll just put Galactic Alphabet Minecraft characters into the spots, because then I think it'll fit with the aesthetic of the world while still feeling kind of unique and a different take on using those particles. Oh, wrong button. New invention. I am getting sleepy though, so it is going to be a shorter stream, but I did want to get a stream going before things were over, you know? Because I promised myself I would try and stream tonight. Tomorrow again will probably be a toss-up. I might do this again tomorrow. I might do this honestly during all of Cleo's streams because I am canceling my morning ones. Pretty consistently because Cleo goes live before I even go live, so I'll probably be canceling my morning one again tomorrow. But just getting to hang out with y'all and things like that. Maybe Monday I'll stream, maybe not, but on Monday if I don't stream, maybe we'll do a movie night in the Discord that'll start when Cleo's ends. Unsure. Starry's having trouble. Okay, let's get that one. Switch to free cam. Go here. Open it up, and we're going to click the add button and get this back where it was. Sadly, can't just hold it. One, two, three, four. There we go, and then doesn't matter which one I go to, but I do need to go to one of the ends, so we're going to go for this one because I've got more time, I think. That I think is minus. Nope, it's plus. Did you just chorus fruit me while I wasn't even there? Like, I am in a menu. Where am I now? Thank you. No, I think it's because it doesn't want to put me on glass. Which is why that was okay. Like, it doesn't want to teleport me to transparent blocks, so it put me on the terrain there. It also helps that I was that high up. Wow, I got that correct. What's interesting is that didn't show up in my log of, like, cards being played. Like, Mix It Up was like, yeah, we're gonna run the command. Like, okay. We're not gonna tell you we ran the command. It's like, but you did. Like, yeah, we did. Like, okay. 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 So I have no idea who to yell at for trying to murder me. It was either Snow or Bui. Though actually, it could be Cold. Cold grabbed packs earlier. It was good usage of it. Oh, but yes, as I was saying, though, one of the things to keep an eye on, though, when Streamloots cards are played, if they're from the main collection now, what I've done is I've given them, in order to know if a card is on cooldown or not, basically, the card will exist in the overlay now, and it'll just be in the background. It could be either it could be behind my head, it could be to the right of me, or it could be up at the top of the screen. And I think that the idea is it'll encourage a bunch of cards to be played, right? So more cards get played, we get more special effects going on. Ooh, I want to talk about how weird people were about this song. For some reason, a whole bunch of parents decided to associate this with, or like, parents thought that it was writing about not, like, it was about disconnecting from your parents. It's like, it's about somebody creeping on her when she was underage. Like, you good? And it's not subtle about it. Like, they took that line right there, you're 28 with a teenager, to mean that it was, like, slamming people for having kids when they were young and things like that. It's like, that's not what that's about. But yeah, people were very weird about this song. But yeah, it's literally about a 28-year-old creeping on her when she was in her teens. Oop, wrong thing. And it's like, how do you miss that? It's like, well, this line, like, okay, but did you hear the rest of the song? But this line, like, it'd be really weird if you judged a story by one line in it. Like, that seems like a really bad way to understand a story. I don't know if I have enough to go all the way around this. We're gonna find out. Doo-doo-doo. No, that doesn't help my situation. That does the opposite. That makes my situation worse. I don't know how many I need. I don't want to have to come back up here and be like, oh, I need more lights. Like, I want to at least finish the ring I'm on. I'm not confident. No! There's no way for me to pick these up. They're just gone. This isn't looking good. I don't remember if this is a full stack or not, but this isn't looking good. I'm not gonna make it. If I'm short 2. No, okay. I'm short 1, 2. I need to do this for my own sanity. What do you mean you can't judge an album by its cover? do 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 do. Okay, that goes in there. I need glass. Put that away. Do I have glass down here still, or have I moved it all? That one can go. I've got purple glass down here, which is good to know. I'm trying to slowly get rid of the things I do not need in my storage. Right. Yeah, like one lyric is one of those things. I like to kind of reference how like one of the tricky things that you can do as a writer that's really immoral is literally take like half a sentence and go, but this means, and it's like you could misquote somebody saying, I never said he should do this, and then you could go, they said, quote, he should do this, and it's like, well, they did say the words. Like there were other words around it, but actually, I can attribute that failure in honesty to a recent thing I came across with. If people are on Blue Sky, they may have seen posts from a page called Duck AI Slop, which the premise is good, right? It basically it brings to light companies using AI in different products, and usually it's mostly video games, and they'll go Steam disclosure, blah blah. There's a game on there called the Nightmare City that they added. And I had issue with this. I'd never seen the game, but it was like, something's different here, and something is odd. And I looked at it. And basically the headline is, Nightmare City, remove Gen AI disclosure. That's what they wrote. But the page is not about them looking good, right? It's basically like that. From a page called Duck AI Slop that's never posted about companies no longer using AI. And they go, I think their actual wording was Nightmare City, AI disclosure removed, and then has a date on it. And it's like, if I read that, to me that reads like they're trying to hide it, right? Like if you were to see that on a page that was doing that, you go, oh, they've removed their AI disclosure? That's shady, right? But that's not it. And I pointed this out, and I go, the problem is that headline reads like clickbait, right? It looks like they're trying to get them called out on it. But I read through what they did. This is a dev that's never posted any updates to the game, released the game 2.5 years ago, never did any updates. And they had an AI disclosure on it. And again, they had that AI disclosure on it 2 years ago. Over 2 years ago. No updates, no discussions in the forums, nothing. And if you read the update where they talk about removing it, they specifically talk about how it was originally used when Gen AI was laughable. Like, it was in a laughable state. You would never think it would do anything. And I think a lot of us remember that era where it was like, somebody could go, oh, do Diglett, and you get like a weird amalgam of blurry images. That's what's in the game, and they used it for eldritch horrors and things beyond your comprehension. That was what it was used for. And the update just was like, we're not using it anymore. We've realized, given the context of everything going on, that this is a horrible thing. We should not be using it. There are so many issues with Gen AI, and I felt I didn't want to be associated with it, so I've removed it from I've removed it from my game. And it's like, it was like, I looked at it, nobody had brought it up to the dev. There's no post of anybody ever talking about it. It's a one-person dev team that just was like, I really don't like that I have a game with Gen AI in it, with how Gen AI is nowadays and what it's doing. I don't want any part of it. And it's like, and they removed it. And it's like, it's a good thing that they removed it. That's worth celebrating. But the headline on it just read like, oh, the devs are hiding the fact that they used to have Gen AI in their game, or they still have Gen AI, but they removed it. It's like, that's not what happened. Like, you need to, when you word things and you listen to the words that are being said, yes, they did do what you said, but you're being dishonest with the way you worded it, right? Like, you're being dishonest with the way it looks because, oh, it's there. Oh, actually, I lied. I did say earlier that there was no problematic people during Cleo's stream. There was one problematic person. They use an emote that is banned in a lot of the chats I'm in because it is, intentional or not, it references white supremacy, right? And it's they were using it as a 7TV extension. It's just like how Better Twitch TV gives you access to, like, the tube ban emote, right? They were using 7TV extension and using one of them, and I'm just like, hey, I'm removing it because of the emote. Please don't use that one, right? That was my sandwich, just like, please don't use that one. And they go, it's in the global emotes. Like, if you don't want people using it, then why does Cleo have it? And I just went, Cleo doesn't have it. That's built into the extension you're using. And they go, they were just like, and I just went, that's not how that works. And they go, that's definitely how it works. You can just opt out and revoke access to it. And I just went, that's not how that works. That's never been how any of these work. Cleo has not granted the emote access, therefore Cleo cannot revoke the access. And they went, that is how it works. I Googled it, and it's just like, you looked at the Google AI summary that said how to remove emotes from a channel, not acknowledging the fact that that's a global emote, which means it's on every channel, or the fact that I mentioned that Cleo has never granted access to it. Like, that just works on every channel. 7TV super disrespectful. Don't use 7TV. 7TV is bad. 7TV exists because they wanted to be racist, and Twitch TOS said no. So they made their own extension. Better TV also said no, and they're like, we're making our own! It's like... It was just like one of those, like... The fact that you are arguing so hard on this one makes me want to remove you. But I'm not going to. But I am putting you on the suspicious list, so if you cause problems, I'm removing you. But it's just like, don't use Pepe the Frog emotes. Can I just make this clear? Do not use Pepe the Frog emotes. They're not good. Do not use ones that parody Pepe the Frog emotes. Don't do it. Intentional or not, they're a reference to what is now a white supremacist dog whistle. And I don't think anybody would like to do that. I would like to think nobody wants to do that. If you don't believe me, please just look up the name of the emote and look up history, and you will see all about it. And how the owner of it tried to reclaim it like 3 times and genuinely could not do it, and has been the only thing that the dev or the original comic writer is able to do is basically sue people who try to profit off of it and force them to shut down for copyright infringement, because it's literally the only thing that he's able to do. Like, there's a whole thing on it. It's like, I don't like going, do this, but it's like, that's all you got, you know? Okay, so now I am going to mark the next one. I don't know if I'm going to do the next one. I need to create another shape, but this one needs to be a square. Actually, I don't know if I have an option for this. So this is a weird bit, right? I need... Can I do diamonds? Or diamonds? Polygon. Polygon should work. Because it's not a cube. I'm not after a square or a cube. I'm after a polygon. I'm going to add a polygon. And I'm going to go here. Okay. Sides 4. This could be a problem. It only wants to go... Okay, it doesn't want to do the angle I need. Oh, and I'm mad. I need... I need a 45. 45 is not an option. There's no diamonds. And none of these are diamond that I'm somehow missing. I think what I need to do here is I need to create a circle. We're going to add a circle. Rotate it that way. We're going to drop it down 1. I believe that is centered. Yes, that is centered. And now I need to increase the radius to the center of these circles. Which should be right here. Here? Good enough, no. I'm gonna kiss you standing up, oh no. Okay, it's right here. Here is the center. And now we're just gonna click this. Go like that. And then we need right there, right? So now this goes through the center here. And now I know that the next one I do also has to go through the center, which is going to hit right between these two and should hit that one and that one on both sides, or up here, there and there. Visuals, let's go reduce that, and then set. There we go. So we've got the pink one, right? That pink line is what we need here. Now, the next one with this, because these are the shapes we're still using, we need to go to our shape list. We need to grab this circle, which is also up here. And then we need to go here again, and we need to... Where am I? Ah, opposite side. Do, 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 do. Because I need to get 8 points on this. 6 points would be more accurate, but I don't want to do that. This would be a good way to make pentagons, though. I'm gonna go there. Hi, BB. Hi. BB's excitable. I'm not doing well. Hey, hey. Okay, in order to line this up, I need to go over here. So here is the center point, right where I'm pointing, it looks like. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Is it right here, or is it one over? That gives me 1, 2, 3 on that side, 1, 2, 3 on that side. Yeah, so that is the center. And if I'm right, it's a little hard to see, but these shouldn't be touching. No, so this would be the perfect position for that center point, right? So now we go over here. Woo! Hey, hey. But yeah, I like doing stuff with the build guide because it does turn out well when I actually get it going. Just takes a second to get it, like, right where I want it, you know? There we go. Bow, bow. There we go. There we go. Wop. Wop. As long as we stay on the inside, we know the thickness. Get up, come on, get down with the thickness. Your mother get up. I said, come on, get down with the sickness. Da-da-da-da. We're doing well, hey, hey. Ah, itchy nose. I'm not doing well, hey, hey, oh, 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 oh. Hey, hey, hey. I'd like to at least just get this one placed. I at least have enough lights for the top of this one. Itchy nose! Oh my god. I'm okay. I'm okay! I promise. It's okay. I need to have my little moment since Cleo was playing it earlier with Call of the Elder Gods. Can we agree that Yuri Lowenthal does not do a great old voice? Like, I don't know what his old voice attempt was there, but it just sounds like Ben Tennyson trying to be old. Like, it doesn't sound like one of the top voice actors in the industry right now. It sounds like Ben 10 pretending to be old. Or like when you have a game or like a TV show character. Oh, a good one would be like Steven when Steven suddenly became old. It sounds like you just took yourself and you removed all the air from your lungs and you tried to speak. It's not there, right? It's like me trying to talk like this. And it's like, that doesn't... What old people do you know? What old people do you know that sound like that? Like, honestly, when you're older, it doesn't sound that much different. It might be a little weaker, but that should be about it. Like, I don't know why Yuri Lowenthal was like, I'm going to sound like I'm crotchety at times. It's like, what are you doing? Like, no, you just don't put as much pressure behind the words you're saying. That's all you have to do. That's it. You just don't try as hard to speak. And you sound older. But whatever he was doing was trying to sound old at times, and it was just like, why are you doing this? Like, I am not by any means a professional voice actor, but I do know what old people sound like. He's also not that old, by his own admission, so his character should probably not sound that old. Like, yeah, I'm voicing my character as though they're 85. Like, how old's your character? 67. Okay. And again, he's not a bad voice actor, but I'm very confused by his vocal direction there. It was like, can you sound older? Yes! Is that your older? Yes! We've already booked you. I think part of it, too, is they couldn't, like, get somebody else for that role. He voiced him in the first one. I like this. I like how this is looking. How did it look on the map? I do worry it's not going to be too visible on the map, especially because you can see it's fading away right here, right? This is one thing that worries me a little bit. Like, I kind of wish it was visible there, but I do like the idea of seeing this kind of expelling the rings from it. But I'm going to have, like, that ring, right? And then I'm going to try and put some rings above these ones. And then I'm just going to kind of fill them in with other circles. Right, like I'm gonna take like the ones that are over here at the same height and just try and put other circles in and just connect everything. Which I may need community help for that, I'll be real. Because that's gonna be a lot, right? I may need community help on getting... Maybe just placing the lights on top, if not doing the glass, like saying, hey y'all, I need a lot of lights, because all of them need to be lit up, so that way at night it's actually illuminated. But I love the idea of having these lit up areas. Same with like lighting up the top of the dome and the underside of the dome. The underside of the dome is going to be the worst part for me. It looks great here, but I need to spread that light further up the sides and go all the way around. The top I can do. I just do a lap and light up the lap and then do another lap and light up that lap. But it's a lot of little things. But I am going to call it there. I appreciate y'all hanging out and being supportive and kind, and thank you again to Bwee for the Streamloots packs. I also want to thank Cold, who did them between streams. Whether or not Cold wants me to thank them, they get to deal with that. It scared the crap out of me while I was modding. Like, I'm gonna be a mod, and while I'm modding, I just get jump scared by a... It is these... You know, I'm gonna play the sound, because I feel like y'all need to understand what sound it was. And I definitely need to change this sound. I think it's, yeah, it's here. It was the Katamari sound. It was not that one. Gotta open the right things. I gotta find it. So it was this sound.
Holy cow!
It wasn't that sound. It wasn't that sound. That's a good one, though. I like that sound. It was... Because that was the Katamari sound. I accidentally grabbed Katamari, not Minecraft. It was this one. Which is an amazing sound that I forgot I set it up as. But it's that sound. And it's like, that's not the sound I should probably be using here. And it was a little jarring, to say the least. I am going to send you away, though. I will hopefully catch y'all tomorrow night around the same time. Don't know what I'll be playing. I just really wanted to work on some of those circles, because I don't really have the brain for a lot of stuff. How about we go bully my friend Folksy? Now, Folksy streams are rated mature. There are, on the light side, there are piss jokes. On the heavy side, there are much more vulgar jokes. But Folksy is genuinely wonderful, and I'm sure you will appreciate their streams. So go give Folksy some love for me. Please. Please be fantastic and lovely for me. I would appreciate it. But I'm going to send you away. Go have a fantastic one. I will be in the Discord. I'll probably watch either some YouTube or anime if anybody wants to hang out there. But I will catch you all next time. So again, thank you all so much for hanging out. If you've not clicked the follow button, please do consider clicking it. I would love to see you again. But I'm going to send you away. So see ya. Love ya. Bye-bye.